What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Self-Spoken Podcast. I'm your host, Self-Spoken Law. And I got my two co-hosts with me here today. OddwOrld, say what up.
What up? It's your new angle boy, OddwOrld. Decided on this angle. Just I don't know. I don't like.
ago.
Yeah, 5 minutes
like,
ago.
Literally.
I don't like it looking up at me from my chin. Like I don't like that angle, so I'm switching it up.
Alright, that's cool.
And I got my guy Brotegé with me. Say what's good.
Privet. That's Russian.
That was pretty good.
I know, it was like...
That was pretty good.
Bro, I only learned it in under 5 minutes. So.
Yeah. That wasn't bad.
Privet.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Privet.
Why? See, look, why you always fucking it up for me, bro? I wanted to feel okay about it, because she said Privet. I didn't know it was Privet. Like, just come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Alright, sorry. Privet.
Nice, dude.
Thank
nice.
you.
Good job.
Now he's only saying that because I said what I said. It's alright. It's alright. I'm letting it rock. It's cool. It's cool. He just don't. He a hater. He don't. Everybody else seem to enjoy it, but him, he just cringe master flex over there.
Because you're speaking in different languages and you're not even good at the language, so like it's just.
What
like,
does that mean? It's
like,
still
like sapase. Like that's not how you say it, bro.
Yeah, I think he's still tight about it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Bro.
I'm not tight at him about it.
Oh.
But I'm just saying other people be like sapase mabule. That's not how you freaking say it.
Sakpase,
That's
right?
not how you say it. Yes, sakpase.
Sakbas. Why didn't you
Mabule.
bro? If that was the case, why didn't you tell me that before recording last time?
I didn't know you were gonna say that.
He didn't know I was going to say that. I still said it a good amount of time. All right.
Oh, good. This is the longest intro we've ever had.
Let's just keep going. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in.
Anyway, how you guys doing?
I'm good. Just working. Been working a lot. Yeah, normal.
I'm on the same type of timing as him.
Yeah.
Just bare work. That's it. You know. What about you, man? How you been?
Yeah, how you doing?
Unlike the other couple of weeks where I just been emotionally, this week I feel pretty good.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Little announcement, little something that happened. I wouldn't call it a graduation, but I finished speech therapy yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Speech therapy
Clap
helps.
Clap it up. Thumbs
y'all,
up.
Appreciate y'all. Speech therapy basically helps with just speaking. Well, I spoke fine anyway, so that wasn't the issue. But it's just your memory and attention span, etc., etc. I lost a lot of memory because of my accident, but it really helped me. It really helped me remember things better, and I would say mentally I'm like maybe 90% there. I'm still working, I'm still going, but I'm really happy because when I first got there, I was probably like 60, maybe 70. So I'm happy.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Besides that, yeah, I'm pretty good. It's gonna be a good week. Hopefully, the other couple weeks are good as well.
Yeah.
And
Word.
we just gonna go ahead and get right into it.
Yes, sir.
First up, Travis Scott. He announced that this will be his first performance since the Astroworld tragedy. That was very unfortunate. I believe 10 people. First they said 8, but then 2 more people passed away, probably because of prolonged injury.
Yeah.
So a total of 10 people died. Countless other people were injured. And
Yeah, a lot.
yeah, he got a lot of flack for it.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. And he wasn't really outside. You really
No.
wouldn't hear from him for
No.
months.
It was just the fake apology, and that was like weird.
When he was like,
bro,
so
bro.
my fans out there.
Cause he
Bro, the edits. There were
edits
so
was intense.
many edits of that video.
Yo, there were so many.
That apology was meme
Bro.
level. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, that apology was awful. That was like bottom 10 all time. That was awful. What the hell was that?
That wasn't.
Travis is my guy. I'm a fan of Travis. I mess with Travis. Like
Yeah,
that's
I
my
mean, I
guy.
fuck with his
He's a
music.
fantastic
But that
artist and
apology
everything,
was not it
No.
at all.
That shit was.
If
It
anything,
was a
bro,
meme.
you should have just typed it, called it a day, because that video was
Yeah.
trash.
I mean, I guess he thought it would have been better than some PR like the
Yeah.
baby's PR.
I was just about to say that. You said you didn't really care because he typed it. If he said like a video or like audio,
of course. But I'm talking about him personally, not their PR, bro.
See, well, I think what would have been the best thing is if he typed it and even just read it on video. That what he typed. That would have been better than just going. Bro,
that beginning is hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
man, really hit him with the like he had a headache or something.
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Shorty said she want to come over,
bro. It just seemed
like,
disingenuous,
come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like, it didn't seem real.
Yeah, no, of course. It didn't
real.
feel genuine. It didn't feel like he was really apologetic. It just
I guess we just saying how we feel about it.
He wanted the world to see how affected he was emotionally by that as well.
But that doesn't.
But that doesn't constitute for anything. It doesn't help anyone.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
If it'll help him sleep at night, I guess. But you had 10 deaths and amongst quite a lot of injuries and stuff like that. So
yeah,
teach his own.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess since we're talking about the fact that we really didn't appreciate the apology, I guess I could just talk about this. I was gonna talk about it first, but I guess I could just mention it real quick. Did you guys feel like the catastrophe was kind of his fault, or sorta, maybe not at all, or all the way? What you guys thinking?
Okay. I think I don't think you can hold him fully accountable, but I also don't think you can't hold him accountable at all. For anyone that's fully defending him and saying like, oh, there's no way you should have known, there's no way he would have known, blah, 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 this and that. If that was the case, then why did he stop for a couple seconds earlier, and then like, he helped out one person who got out of a pit or something like that. Like, he helped very briefly. And then he continued right after. Like, went right into a mosh right after. And it's like, bro, you're not oblivious to it. And it probably happens at every show, just not on this scale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably happens at a very smaller scale. And
probably thousands of people there, so that doesn't help.
Right. And the amount of people doesn't help, because it's like how you can... There's also the other thing I'll say is, like, as an artist performing, you're up there and you're like, damn, do I stop? Like, so much shit went into what we're doing right now. Like, the amount of money and time and blah, 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 and this and that. And it's like, maybe it's just like one of my other shows. Right. Like, this is stuff that he could be thinking while he's on stage.
But chose not to.
But chose not to act on any of it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Half of me can't necessarily hold him accountable, but the other half of me definitely can. It's like a lot of footage and a lot of things that I saw and heard. It felt like he was in the zone of like not caring at all, and then like when reality kicked in, that's when he wanted to actually care for that time being, And then like afterwards, when after everything settled down or whatever, the apology and stuff, I just felt like he just could have done more at the time being, especially if he saw it happening at face value, at glance or wherever he was. If he saw it, he could have done more. Just stopped the entire show completely, and then
it's his show
out from there. Exactly.
Yeah.
So he has he has a good amount of control over it.
Yeah.
So if anything, he could have just stop the whole show. We gotta attend to people right now.
Yeah.
But hey.
I feel like it was like, I wouldn't say percentages like 50-50 or whatever. I don't know who is more fault per se, but he definitely has some to blame because
you have to hold accountability.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Because like you mentioned, he saw somebody like kind of passing out and they needed help, and he stopped the show. But then after that, he was just like, all right, yeah, like he just kept going.
Yeah.
Like, if I see somebody passing out at my performance, I'm just gonna stop everything. Not to say that I'm gonna stop the show completely. I'm just gonna be like, yo, everybody just make sure you're good. Is everybody okay? Mm-hmm. Don't act up. He didn't seem like he cared. He just saw somebody passing out. He was just like, oh, you all right? All right. They're helping him out. All right, let's just keep going.
Have you guys seen the video of that? It's pretty surreal. The kid is passed out 100%, completely passed out. and they're just like moving his body, like crowd surfing his body out of the crowd, and Travis is just there. Travis is just there, and he's like, ooh, like he just starts fucking singing. Like it's really surreal. Wow.
I don't remember that aspect. Maybe I didn't see it, but oh.
And that brings me to another thing. Why kids? Why are kids there?
I don't know.
Are we talking about like underage kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I don't know how old he was. I really don't.
Oh, cause like
he wasn't fully a kid. He wasn't fully a kid. I don't think that
guy. Cause that's what I heard. I heard something about underage children.
There was definitely, I think, kids were injured.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm not. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure the identities of most of the people that passed away, but one of them possibly could have been
under.
I believe one of them was like
a kid.
Maybe like
on his dad's shoulders or something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe even younger.
Yeah, something like that. And I think his dad fell, and something like that.
Yeah,
something along those lines.
So he definitely has some.
And there was also cops. There was cops in the crowd. People were standing on cop cars.
Yeah, that doesn't help the situation.
So it's a mixed bunch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he definitely has some to blame. You could blame the people that set up the show, the performances in the first place, but it's kind of difficult too because it's outside.
Yeah.
So whoever could come in, it's not like there's seats and it's just sectioned off. And like you pay for a ticket or whatever. You just pay for the performance itself and then you just go in there. So can you really blame them for having a bunch of people there? I'm not sure if you could really blame the people that were
the organizers.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you could blame them.
I don't really want to necessarily blame them, but have some sort, a small amount of accountability.
Yeah. Maybe they could have had like more security. You mentioned cops, even just more security, security from the performances. Like check how many people are there. Check to see what's going on. Maybe could have had more security. I'm not sure how much security they had, but clearly it wasn't enough because 10 people died. So there's that.
And I mean, it's also like. So this was Astroworld, so it's Travis's project. It's Travis's concert.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
But I believe it was a tag team. So I think it was kind of a 50-50 deal, or if not a 75-25 deal, some along those lines. Between him and Cactus Jack. And I think it was iHeartRadio or some other company. Don't quote me on what company it was. But if that's the case, then like you literally can't not put the blame on the organizers. Because if they are making profit off of it in any way, shape, or form, if it's not Travis making 100% profit, then to me that's like, also the blame goes on you too. If you had any say in how much security there was, how much time, with the conditions, like how much water you're giving to people.
I guess a little bit of the blame, would you blame some fans now?
Absolutely. The ones in the
that was like the main cause in a sense, right?
I mean, there's videos too of two people trying to help and yelling, standing up or getting up on a ladder trying to get the attention of a cameraman, and this is where the staff being blamed comes in. The cameraman's like, no, like I'm a cameraman, what the fuck, I'm a cameraman. And people behind those two people who are they're like, people are hurt. Like, people are hurt. Help. People are hurt. And the people behind them in the crowd are like, fuck you, get down. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? What are you doing?
That is sickening.
So it was just like, all around, it was not a good scene.
What in the fuck?
I assume there was definitely few people on drugs, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Of course. Definitely. Everybody, bro, outside events, intoxicated. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Now, who would miss an opportunity?
Bro.
Exactly. Who would miss an opportunity?
People are sweating their LSD out of their pores. Like, it's like...
Sweating their LSD. That's crazy. She said sweating their LSD. You're not lying, though. That's the funny part. You're not lying at all.
I mean, it's just like... Well, it was in Texas, too, right? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I definitely believe some of the people had to blame. Also, I don't want people dying. Obviously, like rest in peace to the people that passed away, but it's just people just were not thinking, man.
Yeah.
They were just having fun, probably on drugs, alcohol, or whatever, and just weren't thinking about the consequences.
Yeah.
So that's very unfortunate. After that, there's actually a documentary that's coming out about the Astroworld incident.
Yeah.
His team and lawyers were talking to the people. They're like, "Yo, like this could devalue Travis Scott as a person and as a musician. Like we just don't want this being done, but it's happening anyway." So, do you guys think that the documentary should just be pulled? Like it should just not happen, or people need to see what it was? People need to realize how serious this thing could get. Should this documentary be out or no?
Okay. No. I'm on. A small percentage of me is saying give it a green light only because of like awareness purposes and to understand, a lot of procedures that a lot of people can learn from. Hopefully that's what they, put in as well, not just completely speaking on the, fact of the matter, etc. That's the only reason why I say, all right, if you're gonna do it, just at least put in safety habits and shit like that. But as far as like just putting it out, what do you need it for? There's no purpose of having a documentary on something like that. It's like
I'm gonna respond to you. You can go ahead, but I'm gonna respond to that.
All right, I just don't believe it. I don't see what the purpose is. There's nothing educational about it. There's nothing really, it's just something that I don't feel should be out there like that at all. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody's understanding of the situation. I know a lot of people wouldn't want to be reminded of such incident like that, like
especially family and friends.
Exactly, especially the ones who lost their loved one at that moment of time. So I don't see, and it just feels like, I don't want to say it'll make him look like a bad person, no, or make his his fan base or whatever it may be go down or degrade. But I see no reasoning whatsoever for it. I just have to be honest.
Yeah. Do you want to segue off that? Because you have.
Yeah.
You said.
I kind of do agree that this documentary shouldn't come out in the first place, but with you saying that you don't really see the education in it, I kind of disagree with that, because people could learn, like if we go to a performance, we can't wild out like this. We can't do this. It could be a real learning experience for people who were either there in the performance or people that were looking from the outside looking in. Just be like, I really have to be aware of my surroundings when I'm in performances. I feel like it could really help them. Yeah. And at the end of the day, even though we don't really agree that the documentary should be out, some people say all publicity is good publicity. So if you're famous and you do something bad, you're gonna have a documentary about you, like no matter what. So I don't agree with the documentary being out, but I can't say that it's not gonna happen. It will, because Travis Scott is one of the famous rappers out in the world right now. So if you do something bad, you're gonna get a documentary done about you.
What were you gonna say?
No, I feel like you're right as far as it being educational. But two things. One, if there is a educational part, like for safety, like for legit safety, I mean that the whole point of it would just be safety. But I'm talking about like legit safety procedures, guidance, and all that extra stuff. Sure. Then okay, that's cool, but there's just not that much purpose. And to be honest, as far as documentaries go, not too many people, from what I see, not too many people get their interest off of documentaries and stuff. I don't know why, but like from what I've seen, like a lot of people will tend to just focus on the matter of fact of the story itself, not like because of a documentary came out. It's good, it's helpful because like it's just an easier thing, but after covering it for like so long, it's just like everybody want to take the procedures, then do all that extra stuff then and there, And then like just having this, I was just like, you know, like, okay, you're reminding us again. We get it. We don't care. Like that. There's a lot of people that will think of it in that aspect. But to each his own. Everybody's different. They're gonna view it how they view it, and so on and so forth. That's what am I really gonna do?
So, I think that releasing it, I don't think that you shouldn't release the documentary. I think it is way, way, way too early to be releasing.
Documentaries come out like decades later. Sometimes.
Bro, like, I think it's actually very insensitive how early this documentary is coming out.
Because it's like, people don't even have time to grieve.
Do you not give a fuck?
Exactly.
Do you not care at all? Yeah, exactly.
People don't have time to grieve. Like, damn, I'm sad about it. My family or friend just passed away in it. I'm going to get a documentary like 5 months later? Come on.
It's so crazy to me that they don't take that into account. It's crazy to me, but it's not surprising at all.
Definitely.
Dude, cash grabs. Like, that's really what it is,
I was going to lead into that. If they release this documentary for educational purposes and to get people to see what could happen and should just be safe, okay, I get it. But there is at least a couple people there like, yo, I just want my money. Like, this will get us millions of dollars.
100%.
If you're doing this just for money, I don't fuck with that at all.
100%.
Especially if people died over this.
Yeah.
I don't mess around with that.
Bro, the only reason I say all of this is, you guys ever heard of Woodstock 99? You know what Woodstock 99 is?
Nah.
You know what Woodstock is?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's Woodstock 69 is 69 or 63, something like that, is one of the greatest origins of rock concerts, like, of all time. You know, not just rock, but like everyone was there. It was funk bands, jazz bands, Latin bands, everything. But it was like peace and love. You know, it was a time where, like, you know, right before the Vietnam War, and like a lot of fucking hippies everywhere.
Yeah,
you know, like,
hippies,
dude. Yeah, like, I don't even think AIDS was a thing at this time. Like, it was just crazy. Like, everyone was just loving each other, you know? And then a bunch of years later, some random company gets the Woodstock name and decides to try and throw Woodstock 1999, Woodstock 99. And it is known as one of the, like, most gruesome, worst moments in human history. There were 3 deaths, there were thousands of injuries, and there was, like more than thousands of sexual assaults. Like, it was insane.
Oh, that's
but that documentary was made 10 or so years after that event happened. Like, but that documentary kind of needed to be made. Like, that was one of the worst moments in human history, right?
Of course.
This documentary does not need to be made right now.
Agreed.
There's, like, I can't think of a reason for this documentary to be made other than negative ones.
I give you one.
I could give you PR. PR is one.
PR?
Yeah, what company is making this?
Oh.
I don't know. What company is making this?
I don't know.
Is Cactus Jack producing this? Is he producing his own?
I don't know. His team would never make this documentary.
That's wrong.
It's outside people making the documentary.
I mean, like, it depends then. If he sees this, was his team trying to block it?
Yeah, his lawyer was like, "Yo, this is not good for his image, his name."
Okay, so then it's just the company going for, like, cash grab, because they're legally allowed to. You know, they're legally allowed to release this material,
which is crazy.
Unless they release it and, like, half of it is just, like, illegal. But we'll see. We'll see after it's out, after it's released.
So, it's coming out with some performances. First performances in a minute since obviously that tragedy happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When these performances come out, will they even be as energized and I guess I could just ask both in one go. Will his performances be as energized, and will he come back from this travesty?
Travesty. Uh-huh. I'm sorry. It was a nice little pun, even though that wasn't a pun. But
Oh, this guy just realized what he's saying.
Travesty.
Yeah.
This guy.
Hard.
This guy, yo.
Perks of being a.
This guy, son.
Yeah. Sorry.
What was the question again? I'm sorry. I forgot.
I'm so sorry, bro.
Will his performances be as energized? Will people be like, yo, you know what? I don't want to be as crazy because last time people were this crazy, people died. So, I don't. Will his performances be as hype, and like, will he be able to come back fully with these performances?
So I think he would love them for them to be as hype as they were.
Of course.
I think he would love for them to be. And I think his fans would also love for them to be. And even the people who pay him would love for them to be as crazy as they are because they would make more money, you know? But the legal system would not like him to be like that. No. So I think he knows, and any company that dares to work with him knows that they're gonna have to up their security, and they're going to have to
do
up safety precautions. They're going to have to do these things. Whether or not they will be, like, I don't know, some of them might get there. Maybe. Because sometimes they just don't care about safety precautions. I remember being at a Ski Mask concert at a venue that said no, it was a big ass sign, no moshing. The show will end. We will kick you out. We moshed for like 2 hours straight.
Yo.
Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't get kicked out?
No. Suicide pits. Bro, because Ski Mask pays them. Like, Ski Mask is a big name, you know? They probably, you know, that's the venue. Like, if somewhere in Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh, not too far then.
Yeah, but like, I think it'll get out of hand.
I'm not even gonna.
I got my glasses on, so your boy got to zoom into the computer.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Hey, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
My boy said,
you know, I gotta zoom in. I mean, my glasses right there, but I don't feel like I'm on today.
Bro,
so.
I glimpsed and he looked at me like, don't tell him.
No, because you told him in a couple other videos ago. You embarrassed me, so fuck it. I'm embarrassed myself.
So why did he look at me like?
Whatever.
Bro, that nigga looked at me with a wide smile like, what? I thought he did some crazy shit, man. Anyway.
LASIK eye surgery coming soon, y'all.
That's crazy, but...
Anyway, summary of what I said. Legally, he can't get as big as he would like to get.
Yeah.
But there might be times where it gets out of hand.
And popularity-wise, do you think that he'll just be as respected as it used to be before the...
You're gonna, bro, plain and simple, you're gonna have people that love you and people that hate you, no matter what you do. So,
and he increased the count of people that like they were already there. Now, like, they just gained so many new members. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, hey.
I also think there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be sus of going to Travis concerts in the future.
Yeah.
There's, you know, you're not going to get as many people that would want to go there. So I think the people that do go there are fanatics. They're going to be fanatics. Like Travis, they're just going to love Travis so much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you just have the people that love going to concerts. Why out just because?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, there will be those people that are like, I'm here just in case some shit pops off.
Yeah.
Those people exist.
I spent my money just to see some shit pop off.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Anyway,
I feel like his performances won't be as energized just because people are like, "Yo, I'm just chilling tonight. I'll be hyped a little bit, but I'm not doing too much because I don't want any crazy stuff to happen." So his next couple of performances are just probably gonna be a little chill, just because, like you said, the fans don't want any violent issues, and legally. You can't have a high performances after you just had one where people passed away. So he's not gonna want that either. But as far as bouncing back, I see him being able to because Travis is a big name at the end of the day. But it's just gonna take a while.
Bouncing back in terms of respect, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say money.
Oh, he's good. He's good. He's good for the rest of it. He's good for three
more
generations.
lives. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nigga said
He's good.
You said 3 more lives?
Yeah, he could live 3 more. He could live 2 more times, and he.
Nigga said live 2 more times. I'm
So-
crying.
And spend the same amount of money every time, and still have money when he dies.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Did you talk about it briefly?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I'm just
yeah.
being honest. Yeah, you're gonna have people that love you. You're gonna have people that hate you. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you work, like, come on. Come on. End of the day, it's whatever. So.
I guess Travis, I just wish you luck, and
I think it's interesting how.
I hope nothing happens like this again. I
Yeah.
hope I never see
Please,
anything.
pal, don't do
Whether
this.
it's him, whether it's whoever else, I don't want anything like this to happen
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
This was really, really tragic.
That's what's up. It took over 30 minutes to talk about that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna cut some shit out, but
That's fine.
Hardy hard.
We had a very long intro.
yeah. I like the intro though. I might keep it.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it.
I
It was
keep
funny.
it.
It was funny.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So, on to news number 2.
Yeah, the one that I had to zoom in. Matter of fact,
No, you don't. Oh
Damn.
my! you
Wait,
see-
zoom in and glasses?
no, I don't need to
Like,
zoom in with the
okay,
glasses,
okay.
but I'll just
What
pull
are
them
you
out
doing?
anyway. I'll just pull them out
Okay.
anyway.
Okay.
Hey man,
Being able to see is better than not being able to see, but I had to just. So I just briefly put them
my
on.
boy.
So we're gonna talk about DDG. He's
Continue. Just continue. So, I didn't. You said that's all right. It's like okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he's in some shit right now. So I have the tweets right here. I'll just say what he said. He tweeted a lot, but I'll just talk about like the 2 or 3 that he said. So he said today's rappers are 10 times better than the rappers back in the day, respectfully. Then he said, I respect the older generation of hip hop, but this generation creativity on another level for real. Hip hop ain't been the #1 genre until now. And somebody said, I fuck with you, DDG, but it's not true. You can't compare Biggie and Tupac to anybody today. And DDG replied, on some real shit, when was the last time you listened to some Ether in the car? Be truthful. So, yeah, there's some mixed reviews. Some people were like, yo, I agree with you. Like, this generation is killing the older guys. And there's some other people that are like, yo, you're just talking some bullshit right now. But before we talk about our opinions about it, I want to talk about the tweet itself, like how we feel about the way he tweeted before we talk about his opinion. Basically, just the delivery of the tweets. How do we feel about that?
Okay. It was a slow news week. Just chill. He's an idiot. That's it's just. I think it's one of those things where it's like.
He could bash him, but I can't.
Nah, it's just like, it's one of those things I feel like, in my opinion personally, and like, whatever, put this on video, I don't care. It's an attention getter, for sure. Like, I definitely think it's one of those things where it's like, wait, like, why are we talking about it right now?
Yeah, because that was come to think about it, that was like really out of the blue. What the fuck was the purpose?
I mean, maybe he just
I'm
thought
gonna take
about
my
it one
glasses
day.
off, by the way.
he's taking me back.
Bro, because, I mean, I guess...
I don't need him no more. I mean, I read the tweets. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, like, he could have been thinking about it one day and then tweeted it. But, like, how you're that pressed that you got to tweet about that in 2022? I don't know.
That's like
I feel like it's like 50-50, if anything.
that's
Like, I feel like he knew it was going to get attention. There's no way
Yeah.
he didn't tweet it and be like, oh, I just want to tweet this because of my personal feelings.
Yeah.
Like, he was definitely like, I know this is going to start some shit. I already know. Boom. He hit the enter key. Like, that's just the way it went.
yeah.
It's like
How you feel about the delivery now?
delivery could have been
10 times.
different. Way
10
different. Should have been
times.
way better.
Should have been 10 times
fuck
better.
off.
Like,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit is equivalent to Domino's coming out of the blue saying, I'm not gonna lie. we shit on everybody when it comes to pizza, bro. It don't matter. The basic, bro. New Yorkers say they have the better pizza, but nigga, we got the best pizza.
Yeah.
But sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, right.
New York has the best pizza.
Of course.
Yeah.
Come on,
100%.
bro.
100%.
Come on, bro.
I'm just
don't
saying.
agree. I don't know what to tell you.
And I went to school in Connecticut, and they tried to argue that New Haven. No.
To get out.
What?
No.
Nigga
Say
bro,
what?
Nick said New Haven.
Yeah, New Haven.
What?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's good.
That's some
It's good. It's all right.
Poughkeepsie shit.
But they don't know how to work the oven temperature, bro. Shit's OD.
Like, bro, come on, man.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
But
New Yorkers.
but yeah, no, obviously he could have said that like way better in a sense of like, I don't know, he could just came off like more calm with it, more suitable approach. Like, yo, if I may be honest, I feel as if nowadays hip hop artists are doing a little bit more better or being a little bit more creative or whatnot than everybody else back in the day. I would have looked at it, I would have took it like, okay, I respect you for saying that, but elaborate a little more, or just like, you know, try to go around it. But the fact that you said it like that, it makes me like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Where does that come? Like, what do you need to say that for, bro? It's like, bro, it's like a random female just on social media just saying, these bitches can't fuck with me. I'm the best bitch out here. Who cares?
Yeah,
What did you? What was the purpose of that?
You have to be pressed. I feel like you have
In
to
a
be
sense,
pressed in some way. Yeah.
And it's like, bro,
even like a girl tweeting that, you have to be pressed. In
Yeah.
your mind, you have to be like, man, they think they're, man,
Yeah.
I gotta say something. Like, I gotta say. No.
and then like,
You never have to say something. Oh, you
And
do sometimes, but like,
yeah,
not
of
in this
course.
case.
Yeah, and then with us, it's like, you know, we enjoy like the older hip hop, like you know, respectfully.
Well, yeah, we have
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
we have such a
definitely.
skewed look.
Yeah.
The delivery.
I apologize.
The delivery was absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Ass, bro.
And he's talking about like, yo, this generation is much better with music. Like, that's his opinion, but this generation is also cocky as fuck, and that those tweets are exemplified in that. This generation is so disgustingly cocky. We're in this generation,
Yeah.
but we don't act like that.
Nah.
I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm the best rapper in New York. Like, can't nobody fuck with me.
Nigga,
Like,
yeah.
what do you
Fuck
like?
around and be
And
like,
even if I do feel like, yo, I'm the best rapper, I'm the best rapper in Brooklyn. Even if I feel that way, to just express that in that way in a tweet, yo, I can't front. Y'all Brooklyn rappers can't fuck with me. Y'all really can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I could say like, yo,
It-
like I really
yeah.
feel like I'm one of the best. I feel like I'm working hard. I could be humble about it. There's confidence and then there's cockiness, and those tweets are just straight up cocky. I don't like that at all. But
Like me magically tweeting saying I'm the best fat nigga in New York, bro.
yo,
Hardest fat nigga out
Magically
here.
tweeting.
Like no other fat nigga can fuck with me on everything I know and love. And then you got mad big niggas just like, yo,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
who is you? Like, who are you, bro? Like, I weigh more than you. What are you talking about? I'm better than you. I eat better than you, nigga. Like, huh?
Bro.
Does that
Yo,
what?
season 2 funny compilations, all that shit gonna be jobs. All that shit is gonna be straight up jobs.
The compilation's gonna blow with season 1.
Yeah.
Out of the water.
Yeah, but the delivery was just terrible. It just seems kind of disrespectful to the older generation.
Of course.
And just straight up cocky. But now, the tweet itself, how do we feel about like what he said? Do we agree, disagree that this generation just blows the 90s out the water when it comes to rap music?
Okay, so I have two answers here. I have my own personal answer, but it's probably going to be very similar to what you guys say. So I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate with the younger kids. He's a YouTuber, right?
Started off as a YouTuber.
Right, well, he started off as a
He still
YouTuber.
kinda
He's
is,
still a
yeah.
fucking YouTuber.
Yeah.
Once a YouTuber, always a YouTuber. You're just like, you know.
YouTube rapper.
Yeah, you're in like a camouflage, like rap
Yeah.
camouflage.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the listening age of his fans are, but I know that the people he was talking about and to in his tweets are definitely at this moment in time 16, like 15, 16, 17, 18.
The young group.
Right.
Group.
And yeah, like I'm 23. I'm not that much older than these kids, but like
5 years is a lot.
Especially when those 5 years contain 2016 and 2017.
Yo.
Because those 2 years, if you go back and look at what was released in those 2 years, fucking revolutionized the SoundCloud scene, bro. Those 2 years made the SoundCloud scene, like the normal scene.
Like for nowadays.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like it peaked the norm.
Yes. You go before that, those 2 years, and I'm not going to say rap was uninspired, because it definitely wasn't uninspired. If anything, it was a little more inspired than, in different between nowadays.
Yeah.
But like, there wasn't a camaraderie with independent rappers, and like rap wasn't about the independent artist taking over the globe because rap is now the biggest. Like, that's what these kids know rap as now. Yeah. Juice WRLD, like, is like a fucking, he's like a Jesus Christ to some kids. Like, it's like really insane. But like, and that existed obviously in the 90s and whatnot. But I feel like media, 2020, 21st century media, and SoundCloud rap getting as big as it is, assists in I guess convincing is not the best word, convincing these kids that the greatest rappers of all time live right now. Yeah. 'Cause that's what they see. That's their media. But that's that the devil's advocate point of view, kind of like of the kids at least.
You see it from you're basically from first person and third person perspective in a way.
Right.
Like you're seeing it from their view, and you're also seeing it in your view. So.
If you want to talk about my point of view,
yes.
Yes. Look at me.
I didn't even want to talk about this when I first saw the tweet.
I ain't gonna lie, when I screenshotted it, 'cause I was gonna set it in the chat, I was like, I don't even want to talk about DDG. What is the purpose of me putting it in the chat?
Bro, yeah. That's what I was confused with.
I wanted to talk about it not because of him, just because
it's
said.
Right, and it would spark a good conversation.
Yeah.
It's sparking conversation, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's kind of the point of the tweet, I think.
Yeah.
And he knows that a little bit. He has to know that a little bit. But like, bro, I read it 2 days before you guys sent it in the chat. I didn't send it. And I didn't send it in the chat. And I was like, no. Like, I just skipped through it. I don't know, bro. Especially growing up in New York City, or at least just living in New York City. It's like the amount of people you talk to and see, and the amount of cultures you see and all that stuff. Like, it's going because of gentrification, for sure. But you can tell and feel when you go to the origins of hip hop and places like that, like, or and hear sounds like that. It's like, I don't know. It's just so prevalent, man.
I want to hear your opinion, especially. I know you a '90s dude, so I already know what you're gonna say, but I want to hear you say it.
Never mind. Anyway,
yeah, it's both.
Yeah,
both. Doesn't. Oh, never mind.
Just you not liking DDG as an individual.
That's just out of respect for my man.
Make sure you take that out of the video.
No. I'm not gonna mention it at all.
Okay, yeah, just don't talk about it.
So, here's how I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna have to back off. I have to go off of O, because I'm not gonna lie. The way a lot of people in that age aspect view it, that's how they're gonna view it. And I will not lie, he has some truth. Why? Because as you can see how far hip hop has escalated from the 70s all the way to now, we're like, we got a good amount of respect back then. But now everybody is giving us that respect. Like, they're putting respect on hip hop's name finally. Like, like I said, granted, they already gave us like a good amount of respect, but I'm talking about like respect, like for being so creative in hip hop, like going over boundaries that a lot of people didn't think you could do in hip hop. Like, you could add like singing or like just anything to make hip hop sound like, yo, this is hip hop. It's not like, R&B. It's not like rock, punk, all that extra shit. No, this is hip hop. It sounds like hip hop. it's going to be hip hop, and hip hop is just only going to get better. So in that aspect, as far as creativity goes of hip hop, how it is now, hip hop has changed for either better or worse, and for the most part, it's gotten way better. Obviously, there's a few exceptions, but you see how the charts and all the labels, etc. Like, bro, hip hop is really like up there, bro. Like, it is finally like really up there, and it's gonna reach this peak, and it's gonna continue going up. Now, as far as him saying,
I was just gonna ask, do you think that's what he means by that, though?
Even if he did, I don't care. No,
I don't think that's what he means. I just think like
no, he's
just overall rap now is better than rapping.
Yeah, that's what I took from that. That's what I took from that.
Yeah,
but they built that shit.
Mm-hmm.
In order for it to get where it is, they had to build it off of some type of platform, and they built. I said we. They built that house. They started it. It started escalating, bro. Hip hop was back then, bro. Like when it had first started, you could not curse. And we was talking about this in the car, like, bro, niggas used to be like, the hip, the hop, the hip,
don't stop. Like that shit put me to bed, bro.
Yeah,
that
bro,
put me to
that was
sleep.
not cool, bro.
To sleep immediately.
Like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Every single time I hear, don't push me, cause I'm close to, bro, I laugh hard, bro. I cannot stop laughing, bro. I never stop. Bro, I never stop laughing. Bro, that shit, it kills me, bro. Like, I can never say those lines, like, and say, yo, that shit was fire, bro.
Nah,
when he that hippity hop shit, that was fire,
crazy.
I could never say that, bro.
Nah.
I could not ever say that. They can say it because that's when it had first started. But no, they got get jiggy with that.
Yeah.
So then afterwards, like, 80s, 90s, like, take it to NWA and all that extra stuff. When that shit popped up, I was like, yo, that is hard,
yeah,
bro.
that goes crazy.
Like, niggas is actually saying some crazy dope rhymes, and that's where he was like, yo, rap. This is how rap. Like, I'm glad that this is where rap is, because that shit just go hard, and it just kept escalating, like bars, making the line soccer. I mean, all right, the beginning of the 2000 section was a little weird, but it had a good amount of hits.
They were there.
Yeah,
they were there for sure.
It was a little strange.
Lyrical stuff was definitely there too.
Yeah, it was
flew under
there.
the radar, I think, a little bit during that time. But
yeah, I mean, that was the big ass shits overall. Like,
oh, big like
big
you wear
shirt.
small shirts, but you're putting on double XL and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the NBA draft class of what I don't know.
Oh,
remember
three?
that?
Bro.
Yeah,
Their
bro.
suits were insane,
Yeah,
bro.
Mad huge for what,
Them
bro?
suits were crazy.
Like, what, bro?
Yeah.
So like, bro, no matter what, bro, we built like, bro, they built off of bars and all that good shit, bro. That raw, nitty gritty stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And then what they do now is not that at all. It's like, it's kind of, I don't want to say rare, but it's like a little bit under the radar.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's
Since the
how I look at it. That's how I look at it.
Okay. So I feel like we're kind of in that generation, because I guess you could say we're 90s kids, but we were born in 99, so
Like,
I don't even
the
consider
ass
us
Well,
90s kids.
I go by gens.
Yeah.
Like Gen Z.
Yeah, so
Which is like
we are
96.
Gen Z, I believe.
Yeah, in a sense, we're
So
like
we're
still-
in that generation listening to 2010s and 2020s music. But at the same time, my brothers are significantly older than me. So I was listening to 90s music.
Right,
So
right.
I enjoy music because I was living in it now, but I also enjoy 90s music because I was brought to it because of my brothers. But I enjoy the 90s music more. I would say that.
Yeah, and then it would just go on as discovering quite a lot more on your own.
Yeah. And I'm going to keep my 90s bias aside with this one. With that being said, that is other bullshit to say that this generation is better than, like, I know he didn't specify, but to me, 90s is the best generation of music, like the best decade of rap music.
Yeah.
No, you're right, bro.
When it comes to evolution, rap is the best it's ever been. The beats, the I would say the flows, the musicality.
Bro, the music videos,
Mm-hmm.
the industry, the amount of money they give you.
Yeah.
Everything is better.
Yeah, it's been evolved so much.
Yeah.
Like I said, the beats, because rappers are singing now, how well you can sing.
Right.
And even if you can't sing that well, the effects.
Auto-tune.
Yep.
Yeah, the shit that'll make your voice sound,
So, musically, hip-hop is... and you could also say that hip-hop is like the biggest genre right now. When it wasn't in the 80s and 90s and maybe even the 2000s. But the only thing that this generation is better in the 90s than is musicality. Like how it sounds and, I could bump this in the car, bump this in my headphone.
Producers are fucking amazing
right now.
Yeah.
When it comes to... Forget lyricism, because don't even talk about lyricism.
Don't talk about
because
that
90s lyricism is like... 90s and 2000s lyricism is like disgustingly good.
Yeah, it's insane.
So forget lyricism. You're talking about storytelling. These guys don't even be saying stories.
Yeah.
You're talking about like expressing how you feel. A lot of these guys don't express how they feel. I just don't understand it. Besides musicality and the fact that rap is charting crazy now, I do not see how it's better. And I'm putting my 90s hip hop aside, my love for 90s hip hop aside. I just don't see how it's better. The only thing this generation does now is musicality and how bumpable it sounds. But that's the only thing the industry cares about.
Yeah.
It's bumpable, we're gonna put it out.
Yeah.
I don't care about your lyricism. I don't care about your storytelling. I don't care about any of that shit.
Yeah.
It bumps. I need some auto-tune. I need it vibing, and that's what I need. And that's what people really care about. So that's what's gonna come out. But it's just bullshit to say that. I don't agree with that at all.
I agree with you. But you sparked something in my brain, real quick. There's not only is everything better technologically, but like, do you guys know who Smith and Wesson are? Smith and Wesson,
Yeah.
the rap duo.
Yeah.
How many other people do you think actually know who they are? Like of our age. I couldn't even count on my
There's
hand.
three
my
of us
friends.
in here.
Right,
There's
yeah.
probably like
Forget
6
about
other people our generation.
Right.
Bro.
But how many times do you see like random ass motherfucker with like 16 X's in his name posted on somebody's story somewhere, and it's just a drill song?
Millions of times, bro.
Right. So the access to all of this amazing music is so easy nowadays. The ease of finding new music is so easy. You don't have to buy albums. You don't have to listen to a radio. You can go and listen to a song whenever you want. You can listen to new music. You can listen to a song that was released yesterday. You can release a song. You can listen to a song a minute after it's released.
Yep.
So there is a huge...
I did that with albums I fuck with.
Yeah,
like,
hell
when
yeah.
J. Cole dropped his album, when Nas dropped his
just
album.
refresh.
I listened at 12:01. Like, I was there. But yeah, go ahead.
So that I think contributes a lot to this generation or people, the reason they would say something like that. Because, there is so much good music. A lot of people will be one-hit wonders. But it's still great music. Like, I have 3 or 4 artists in my playlist of the past month or two that are just one-hit wonders. But it's like those songs are still amazing, But I was able to find them easy. In the 90s, you were not able to find underground artists as easy. You had to go places and
definitely.
talk to people.
So the access to music is really easy, and I appreciate that now.
Yeah. And it blows up good music. You fill the airstream with more good music.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean music overall is better. Because let's say you had the technology in the 90s. How much good music did we miss out on? We don't even know how much good music we missed out on.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, all I see is just the musicality. Yeah. It bumps. Like I would probably, like if I'm with my friends, I would probably listen to nowadays music more than back in the day music because it's bumpable. You vibing, you chilling. Yeah. But that doesn't mean it's just better than the older stuff. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't
seem like it's not top tier. It's not top tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. As a matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned Smith and Wesson. All I'm gonna say is Bucktown.
Yeah, bro.
Bucktown, home of the original gun clap.
No, you know why I say Bucktown.
You
know
I remixed that song like
in 2000
10 years ago.
Really?
I think
bro.
Yep, it was
like
10 years ago.
2011, right? At least 2011.
2012, because I just turned 13.
Yeah.
And I just turned 23, so
Bro.
that was 10 years
That's
ago.
Bro, yes,
Crazy.
his remix was that.
I told you, bro, I was a 90s dog. I'm telling
that
you,
nigga
bro.
was-
I
that
was
nigga
just,
was ripping
I
it,
was
bro,
just,
I'm not gonna
when
lie.
I first started rapping, I was rapping in 90s style, and then I had to change it, obviously, for the newer people. But 90s was my shit.
That's what I produced first.
90 shit.
90s stuff.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
A teacher in high school. I was like 14. She introduced me to like old stuff, like older stuff.
Nice.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Imagine imagine John Morant 10 years from now or 5 years from now, whatever. He's like accepting his Hall of Fame trophy, and he walks up to the pedestal and he's just like, thanks so much for the trophy, but fuck the old generation. Like that, they are trash. New basketball is so much better.
We have better shoes.
Yeah.
We dunk better.
Yeah.
We
Like-
wild out
like-
way better than y'all.
Like that would never happen in the that shit doesn't happen. Of course, there's talks back and forth,
Yeah.
about how soft the new league is, blah blah blah, all this stuff.
Like there's
which
a
is-
lot of
It's kind of true, but but still, but like,
a lot of conversation.
but it's not like they don't acknowledge talent when they see it, and that goes for the new and the older generation. Some of those, a lot of the new generation is inspired by those guys, and it's just crazy to me that like the newer generation of hip hop doesn't give a fuck almost about the old generation.
What I would say is
And
that...
there's so much good music and they just don't fucking know.
Yep. What I would say is that no matter what generation you're in, you're going to think your generation is the best.
Yeah, of course.
In 2040, we're going to be like, yo, back in our day, we had Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Like, he was killing y'all niggas. Like, we had J. Cole, we had Kendrick. Like,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
niggas ain't shit. Like, we were going to talk about that in our generation.
And
But-
they're gonna hate all those artists.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to see objectively. Like, I love the 90s, and I also fuck with the 2010s and the 2020s. I fuck with them also. But I just don't see how they're better besides the fact that y'all music is more bumpable.
Right. This actually brings me up. I'm gonna keep this brief. I don't remember what year this was, but this was definitely like at least 2017, 18, somewhere along the line of that. I don't remember who said this, but somebody said Future is, what they grew up on, and that's their quote unquote generation of rap. That's their inspiration of rap. Sorry.
I get it.
Yeah.
So like when he said this, I look at that like, okay, well, there's obviously somebody else that inspired them, and it made me think of that tweet. Like, yeah, someone as Future in that time period who like kind of changed the game in a sense. Like, yeah, it's it can kind of be relatable to that, but it's just like everybody has their inspirations as
Right.
well. So
Right.
us, it would be like the older cats, and it's like somebody like Future or Lil Baby or
Yeah.
all that,
Mhm.
So yeah, so I get it. I understand from that aspect, but still, it's like, bro.
It's just appreciate where you came from at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you don't think they're better, that's your opinion, but just be like, yo, I appreciate y'all for
Yeah, I
letting
appreciate
rap
what you
become
did, bro. Yeah.
become what it has in the first
Right.
place.
Right.
So it just feels like he was just talking shit, no respect, nothing.
Yeah, talking the talk just because, bro.
He could have said,
Right.
hey, like, I really appreciate the 90s and the 2000s. I feel like we're better. This is the reason why, but I appreciate where I came from. He ain't say none
Right.
of that. He'd be like, nope, fuck y'all, we're the best.
Yeah,
like, I
like-
just,
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
like,
That's
appreciate
OD.
where you came from, bro.
Yeah.
But,
It is what it is.
yeah. Alrighty. Seems like we are done here.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're at that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want this to be an hour, but this is good conversations. These
Yeah.
are good
there's
conversations.
A lot of
Yeah.
good conversations, of course.
So I don't
A lot
mind.
of good, funny commentary, except just
Yeah.
all around.
Yeah.
Another good one.
Any final points about Travis starting to perform again? Anything about DDG and his tweets?
Travis, good luck legally. Forget everything else, because, you know, at some point in time, you're going to get all that back, but just legally. At this point, bro, good luck. Be careful. And as far as DDG goes, bro, if you got something on your mind, think about it before you share it with the world, bro. Think about it before you share it with the world. Cause
especially you have probably millions of followers.
Exactly, so.
I think with Travis, only time will tell. We'll see what happens. You know, maybe we'll revisit the topic at a later date. Who knows?
Yeah. Of course. Like when he starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he starts touring again, how it goes, you know, we'll see. Yeah, maybe some small. We'll see. Yeah. DDG, thankfully, is something that you can read about today, and then it never appears in your timeline ever again.
He's right. He's right. So I applaud you for that. Thank you for saying that.
That's all I gotta say about that. And I mean, I really, you know, I have one announcement after you speak.
Okay.
Real quick.
Continue. Travis, just good luck. Hope nothing like this happens again. Not even close to it. I hope nothing like this happens to any artist. Period. DDG. I'm not gonna lie. These tweets made me lose a bit of respect for you. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
A little.
I mean,
you had respect.
I wasn't a fan of him in the first place, but I was like, okay, he doing his thing. I respect what he's doing, but just talking shit about the old generation, I just don't fuck with that, man. Even if I'm not from the old generation, I listen to the music, but it's not even just that. It's just not appreciating where you came from. I don't fuck with that at all. It just seems too cocky. I don't like that shit at all. So I lost a bit of respect for him. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
All right. Quick announcement, I guess, is we should just because I know we're gonna do it. Just be ready for a Kendrick album review very soon.
Yes.
I know you guys are as hype as we are.
Yes.
So like, just get ready for the review. Like, it's coming. As soon as we can get it out, it'll happen.
Yeah.
With that being said, Kendrick kind of teased it was maybe gonna be a double album, which will be a little lengthy.
Yeah.
So it may take us a little longer, but either way, we are as excited as any of you are to listen to the album and review it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about a lot of that on next episode.
Yes.
Only thing I would say is that, because obviously albums come out Friday, we're probably not gonna have time to review it.
Right.
Like the next episode, like let's say we drop it like Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever.
Right.
We're not gonna have time, especially because Kendrick, his albums are so thought provoking. You need time to sit there and listen to it, not just once, not just twice, like quite a few times.
Yeah.
So I doubt it's gonna come that soon, but I hope you guys are patient, and it'll come out probably a week to 2 weeks after the album comes out. So I hope you guys are patient with that.
Yeah.
And
I hope you're ready, because I know I'm not. I'm just not ready. I'm ready, but I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I want it, but I already know I'm not gonna blast my.
Of course.
I mean, I'm gonna blast it all fucking day. So.
Of course, bro.
Yes, sir. And I guess we are out of here.
Yeah.
Your guy, Self-Spoken Law.
It's your boy, Brotegé.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy, OddwOrld.
Alrighty. This is the Self-Spoken Podcast, and we are out. Deuces.
Peace.
Let's fuck up the summer again. Baby, I'ma need a top down. BMs and Hummers again. You know that we cannot stop now. Better not get in my way. Honestly, you could get knocked down. No, it ain't winning no more. Niggas is carrying hot rounds. Let's fuck up the summer again. Baby, I'ma need a top down. BMs and Hummers again. You know that we cannot stop now.